Hello everyone, how to solve this problem for the values of m and n. If we have m square minus n equals to 31 and n square minus m equals to also 31, and we solve this problem for the values of for the distinct values of m and n. So here this means that m and n are not equal, or in other words we say that we solve this problem for distinct values of m and n. So that now we first call this is equation number 1 and this is our equation number 2. So here first we subtract equation number 1 with equation number 2. So when we subtract, it will be written as m square minus n minus n square minus m is equals to 31 minus 31. So here we just subtract both of these two equations, and here we need to simplify the terms, and we get this is m square minus n, and here we multiply this negative term on each of these values, and it will becomes minus n square plus m is equals to this is 31 minus 31 becomes 0. So here we need to make the pairs of the terms, and we have this is m square minus n square, and from here we just write these two terms as m minus n, and this whole equation is equals to 0. So here m square minus n square be the very famous formula, so it is equals to m minus n times of m plus n, and plus this is our m minus n, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now you see here both of these two terms involve m minus n, so we take common this factor and we get the remaining values are m plus n, and here we get only 1, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now we divide this equation into the two cases. The first case is we write m minus n equals to 0, and the second case is we write m plus n plus 1 is equals to 0. So from here we easily get the value of m is equals to n. But if you see into the question statement, the condition is that we solve this problem for distinct values of m and n. So this is not possible. We rejected this case, okay, because we cannot solve this problem for equal values of m and n. So from here we get the value of m. So we move n and 1 to the right hand side, and it will becomes minus n minus 1. So here we call this is equation number 3. So now we substitute this value of m into the equation number 1, so that our equation number 1 is implies that you see here this is the equation number 1, m square minus n equals 31. So we put this value here, and it will becomes minus n minus 1 whole square minus n is equals to 31. So here you see that when negative sign appears inside the square sign, it will becomes positive, and it will be written as n plus 1 whole square minus n equals to 31. So here we expand this nice formula, and it will be written as n square plus 1 square plus 2 times of n into 1 minus n, and we move this 31 to the left hand side, and it will becomes minus 31, and this whole equation is equals to 0. So here we need more simplifications, and it will be written as this is n square, and this is 2n minus n becomes here n, 1 square becomes 1, and 1 minus 31 becomes minus 30, and this whole equation is equals to 0. So here we need to make the factors of this equation. So in order to make the factors, it will be written as here we need to break its middle term, so it will be written as n square plus 6n minus 5n minus 30 is equals to 0. So here we need to take common n from first two terms, and it will becomes here n plus 6. Here we take common minus 5, and we get the remaining values are n plus 6, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now here we need to take common n plus 6 from both of these two terms, and we get the remaining values are, from here we get n minus, from here we get 5, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now we again divide this equation into the two cases. The first case is we write n plus 6 equals to 0, and the second case is we write n minus 5 equals to 0. So from here we easily get the value of n is equals to -6, and from here we get the value of n is equals to 5. So here we have these are the two values of n. First is -6 and second is 5. So here we find the corresponding values of m. So for the values of m, we need to copy down equation number 3 here, so that our equation number 3 is implies that m is equals to -n minus 1. So here we substitute both of these two values here. So here we put n equals to -6. This will be written as m equals to minus times -6 minus 1, and we get the value of m is equals to minus minus plus and 6 minus 1. So we get the value of m is equals to 5. So this is the value of m corresponding to the value of n is equals to -6. And here when we put this value, it will becomes m is equals to -5 minus 1, and m is equals to -6. This is the second value of m corresponding to the value of n is 5. So finally we have, there are two solution sets of the given equation. These are mn equals to, the first solution set is 5 and -6. The second solution set is -6 and 5. So these are the two solution sets. And now in the next step, we need to verify both of these two solution sets, and we check that is both of these are solution or both of these two are extraneous root. So for verification, we need to copy down given equations here. It is m square minus n equals 31, and n square minus m is also equals to 31. So here I can just verify the one solution, and I can left the second solution up to you. You can do yourself the second solution. Okay. So here from here we have the value of m is equals to 5 and the value of n is equals to -6. This is our first solution. So here we need to substitute both values of m and n on both of the above equations, and we check that is both of equations are satisfied or not. So when you put these values in the first equation, it will be written as 5 square minus -6 is equals to 31, and 5 square becomes 25, and minus times minus becomes plus 6 equals to 31. So here when we add 25 plus 6, it will becomes 31 equals to 31. So this shows that both of the sides are equal. It means that these values of m and n satisfied our first equation. And now we check the second equation, and we put both of these two values into the second equation, and it will be written as, so when we put these two values here, it will becomes -6 square minus 5 equals to 31, and -6 square becomes 36 minus 5 equals to 31. So it will becomes 31 equals to 31. So this shows that these two values are also satisfied over second equation, and this is our final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.